This is the Very Wirrally channel for all you Wirralans out there. Now, we've had some feedback on our last video trying to find the geographical border of the Wirral Peninsula. You can still go to that community post now and vote on it. But right now, today, we are here, not here, but we're here to find the middle of the Borough of Wirral, a very different area. The next video will be the actual peninsula centre, which you have voted for. So I am using this website. It allows you to put pointers on a map, as many as you like, and it will find the exact middle of those pointers that you put in. Now here's an example of a few cities around the UK, and this is the middle of all of those 4 points. But today we're going to find the middle of the Borough of Wirral, the very spot, because the border of the metropolitan borough is clearly defined, firstly by the coastline, and politically defined, which determines the colour of your wheelie bins. So the border almost crosses the middle of the peninsula, but it actually takes this route. Now stick with us if you don't know the exact line that the border takes. Now, apart from the coastline, let's have a look at the exact border of the borough and see exactly what route it takes. Now, it starts off north of Park Gate, and it actually goes down the edge of Heswall Golf Club across the golf course, and it goes up to the Chester High Road. Then it goes down, skirting one side of the Chester High Road, and past the road heading towards Thornton Hough and across this field here, and it goes across some other lakes and across Upper Raby Road, and then follows another line of trees. Now when you see these from a satellite view, then you can see the line, and continuing just across fields and lines of trees that have been there for several hundred years. And eventually it crosses over here towards, is it Upper Benty Road? And then, rather surprisingly, it skirts on the south side of the M53 motorway. If you're on the motorway, you're in the Borough of Wirral, and if you're off the motorway to the side, then you are not. It goes around Hooton, around the roundabout. There's a sign there also, and comes off at the Vauxhall turn-off. It goes down the side Vauxhall Road, down the back road, and eventually it crosses back off into the river, and of course the coastline would take up the rest of the border. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of inputting all of the coordinates. Now I've already been into Google Maps and selected all of these coordinates and then copied and pasted them onto this website, My Geo Center. And as you can see, you just pop the coordinates in, and it marks it around the wherever you're doing it. In this case, I'm just going around. So I started at West Kirby, I've gone around New Brighton, I'm going past Woodside now. Now you see the blue star, it's in the middle. That is showing the current centre of the locations that I've put in. As you can see, it's moving about, and as we put more in, it gets more and more accurate. Now we're going back down the border that we've just explained, going in the opposite direction, just going through round about up to Thornton Hough now, and then down the side of Heswall Golf Club, and then up the west coast of the peninsula. By the way, did you know that peninsula means penne means almost, and insula means island, almost island? That's what peninsula means. And then we get up to the last point here, and there it is. The middle of the borough is right here. So let's transfer this into Google Maps, into satellite view, just to see where it is. And I'd mark that there actually with my finger just to make sure to get it right. And the coordinates are now linked at the bottom. Now those coordinates will be in the description below if you want to look at them like that. But as you can see, we're here on by Landican Lane, Station Road, which is heading towards Barnston. And the roundabout at the bottom of Levers Causeway goes over the motorway and the fields on the right from that angle. Now, if you go up to Landington Lane, there is a footpath which goes right across the field, across the motorway, and actually down towards the Barrow crossing and the Mid Wirral Railway down to the off the left hand side of the screen. We've been there on another video, but here it is, right here. It's in that field, the middle of the borough. So as we said before, the next step is to go down there and get to that actual spot. Now, we'll have to see if it's accessible, but we'll have to check that out when we get there. And here we are at the bottom of Lever's Causeway, down into the little picturesque Staunton village. So we're going to head down here and go across the field to find the middle. Let's go and take a look. Follow me this way. So through this gate, and let's go and have a look. Some interesting cows on the way. Now up and over the motorway. So now we've got to the M53 motorway, we're just about to cross it now, and where we're heading is in that field just behind me. Nettle. So here we are here, right here. Well, not exactly right here, but in the field behind us is the middle of the Borough of Wirral. Now, unfortunately, we can't get over there, and we're not breaking and entering like you do see on some other YouTube channels, or even flying over the top of private land with cameras. But this is here. You can just about see it, to be honest. I'm figuring out, maybe by coincidence, there's a dark shade of grass, just like a little circle of it that we can see from here. Seems to be the exact location that we worked out from our geocenter.com map earlier on. But don't forget, this is only the first part of this search for the middle of the Wirral Peninsula. This is not the middle of the Wirral Peninsula, this is the middle of the borough. In our next video on this, we are finding the middle of the Wirral, the whole peninsula. Now this is based, don't forget, on your vote, because when you know 3 sides of the peninsula, where is the 4th side? And you have voted quite strongly, and if you want to vote, you still can, and vote it in our community page, and go and have a look at that, and even you may get an idea of who's going to win if you did go and look at that yourself. We'll do the same process in the next video to find the real middle. We'll see you in that video. Is that it there? We can just zoom in on it somehow. I'm sure that is it, just that bit there. Now you've seen it on this video, you should be able to go to Google Maps and find the Borough Centre as a historical place name if you were to search for it.